The sound Rama has such great power. Just look this sound and listen to it when you are confronted with depression and discouraged and feeling lost. Sri Rama Rama Kaveri Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranamatat Tulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Kaveri Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranamatat Tulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Kaveri Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranamatat Tulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Kaveri Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranamatat Tulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Kaveri Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranamatat Tulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Kaveri Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranamatat Tulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Powertime Practice here at Pillai Center Practice YouTube. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. Thanks so much for joining our monthly gatherings where we talk about the soul as it moves from sign to sign in the zodiac in the heavens above. So as it is above, so it is here on the earth plane. And the sun represents our soul, so it's super easy to figure out what we need to focus on. So in the past month, maybe we were more sociable, or we were collaborating with people, we were working more in community, and then also enjoying profits or gains. If we were on the bright side of the sun, on the right side of the sun. So that's what we're here to do, is to tap into Dr. Pillai's teachings and navigate our life at both spiritually and materially, so that we're living this 200% life. So 100% spiritual, 100% material in our pursuits. and in a very balanced way. So the sun is going to be transiting in a couple of days, and it's going to transit into the sign of Pisces from Aquarius. So moving from a more global perspective in our lives where we're reaching out to community, or maybe we're getting involved in humanitarian things, being more charitable with our time, our resources, our prayers, and so on. And now we're going to go into the sign of the fishes swimming in different directions. So that's a sign of Pisces. We might feel a little bit ungrounded because fish don't have feet. So we'll be swimming in the ocean, perhaps of bliss instead of tsunami in our lives. So that's why we want to make sure that we're focusing our intentions on the thing that is natural for us to do, which is to go with the flow. So be receptive to moving into your internal world and expanding your consciousness, going with the flow. Whatever comes up for you, allow it to wash away. And because you're not grounded, you're not going to feel stuck. So this is a perfect time to have that experience of being unstuck. Now, it doesn't mean that you'll get your prayers answered immediately, although you could have a miracle. It might be more time to focus on your spiritual practices and then being charitable with your time, your energy, your resources, reaching out to people who are in need, alleviating the suffering of others gives you a lot of kudos, a lot of good karma. So we're always worried about how do we get rid of our karma? And karma is going to always be there. So karma is thinking, and then thoughts lead to action, and then actions lead to, well, whatever they lead to. Sometimes we go towards our goals and we manifest them, and sometimes we're scratching our head or banging it against the wall saying, how come I can't manifest? And I'm doing all my prayers and my mantras, and I'm propitiating the divine every day, and I'm a good person, and I'm so nice, and why do bad things happen to me? So we never know. Karma is inexhaustible. And so don't get depressed about that, because you could also feel that way. A little ungrounded could make you to feel low energy in material pursuits, but really high energy in spiritual pursuits. So it's a really good idea for this next 30 days around mid-March. I think it's around the 14th that the sun transits into the sign of Pisces. And so we want to focus on being in that spiritual realm and going for the highest truth of who we are. So there's an archetype who we are going to honor, and his name is Rama. And the sounds Rama have existed before the being. He happens to be the 7th avatar of Lord Vishnu. There are 10. And so he came into the earth plane to teach every one of us that it is our birthright to experience our highest and best version of ourselves. He was a warrior. He was born to be a warrior, to come into the earth plane and fight the world's worst demon king, who was named Ravana. And as Ravana sounds, he was ravenous. He was never, ever satisfied. And he just took everything and anything. And he even took Rama's wife, Sita. And so there's a whole story around the Ramayana that is really powerful. If you read it or you watch it on the YouTube, it will take you way back to that time where you can connect with that warrior energy. And he teaches us that no matter what happens, he was the king, he was the prince, and then he got the king. He had to go into the forest, and he had to go after this demon king and kill him and get his wife back. And he also had to get the help of Hanuman, Lord Hanuman, as many of us know and have come to love, especially on Saturdays here in Eastern Daylight Savings Time. That's when this Powertime practice is taking place, during Saturn, where Lord Saturn delivers our karma to us. He's the Karaka, or the one who says you need to face everything that you think is really challenging or making you to feel depressed or angry or frustrated or delays, obstacles. He's here to purify our soul. He's here to help us to practice patience, persistence, discipline, staying on our spiritual path and being committed and always going for the highest and best. So he's the righteous being who does the impossible for us. So what happens with Rama and Hanuman's relationship, Hanuman is the overlord of Saturn. So Saturn's delivering the karma, and Hanuman is the only one who Saturn says, all right, because you can do the impossible and because you are righteous and you're here to protect this god of Dharma, as Godman Rama, who's the god of Dharma, he comes to correct the Dharma. It's just gone it's over tipped to the side of really hellish experiences all over the earth plane. So it sounds like this, what we're living in now, wars and craziness, and when are we ever going to get it? And so our soul says, please tap into the mythology or the story of Rama and how you can be your sovereign self and you can be a spiritual warrior. And Rama, the sounds Ra and Ma. So Ra is the sound for fire, energy, or power, intelligence, super intelligence, like the sun. It's the sun's name in Egyptian pantheon. And so that it's a god. So that God consciousness is the sun, and the sun lights up our soul. And so that soul, or the life force, the prana, is also getting lit up when we connect to Rama. So those sounds, the Ra and the Ma, so Ra gives you spiritual energy, you'll be a spiritual warrior, you'll be able to purify your soul, you'll be able to get all this intelligence, super intelligence, being in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. Even though it might be a battle that you're facing, you will be as steady and calm and cool and collected as Rama was. And Lord Hanuman gets his energy from the sounds Ra and Ma. So Rama, Rama, Rama. And sometimes you'll see Lord Hanuman, who is the monkey god, he's depicted with his hands opening up his chest, and his heart is there, his sacred heart. And who's inside of his heart? Rama and Sita. So that is the balance of the masculine and feminine energy is what we want our heart's desires to be fulfilled, not some neurotic desires. And then we get fulfilled and then we're not satisfied. We're on to the next. And we're never, ever fulfilled in the material pursuit. So Rama will keep us balanced. He will nurture us. Ma is the sound for the mother, or nurturing ourselves, nurturing others. It also is the sound for money. So it will help us to maybe perhaps come out of debts and then manage our money more wisely. So he gives wisdom, super intelligence. He helps us to navigate all the challenges in life. Instead of running away from karma, which you can't ever do, because that's what your soul wanted to do, he will help you to find the right teachings. So his teachers, Rama's teachers, were beautiful gurus. Agastya was his teacher. Yoga Vashishta. Vashishta was the book Yoga Vashishta is something that you might want to also read besides the Ramayana, and elevate your consciousness and find out the teachings that Rama had to go to these great gurus as he was preparing himself to be this great warrior king and go kill Ravana. So there's Vashishta, and then as Agastya is the head of the Tamil Siddha tradition. So that's the tradition that Dr. Pillai hails from. And also Dr. Pillai was Agastya in another lifetime, and Vashishta in another lifetime, and then Vishwamitra, who we know to be that beautiful being, that guru who was an emperor king and became the greatest guru. He was also a rival of Vashishta. And so Vishwamitra also gave the teachings to Rama. And what else do we have going on here? Yes, so what it will help us to do is to choose our battles wisely. So we won't be, as a few of us have mentioned over our lifetime with Dr. Pillai, the teachings help us to not be so compulsive in our decision making and then getting into trouble. So Rama will help us to stay balanced. When we say those sounds, we will access Lord Hanuman, who does the impossible, who helps to Rama to kill the Ravana, the demon king, and get back his wife, and then bring righteousness to the earth plane, balance out the Dharma. So there is peace of mind and calm. Rama is also called Ramachandran, and Chandra is the moon. So he's like this beautiful, calm being. And he is so super intelligent that he will find a way out for anything. So the whole adventure of Rama and his brother and all the rest of the characters in there, I don't want to give it away. So it's really great for your soul. It will soothe your soul, especially when the sun is going into the sign of Pisces. You'll be interested in reading about spiritual stories. And stories are like a myth. A mythotherapy helps us to resolve that inner conflict. So the world is going to do what the world is going to do at any time. And we are coming back again and again in all those different times and epochs. And then we finally figure out, oh, this is what I need to do. So we're reaching out to Dr. Pillai at this point in our journey. Whether you're new, welcome. And anyone who's been around for a while, we know that we're protected and we know what to do at the right time. You will be compelled to find out how you can get more protection as you go internally, and you're not doing so much work in the world. You're still going about your everyday, but you're not putting too much focus or energy, not till the sun transits the sign of Aries, which will be mid-April. So this Rameshwaram is the place where Dr. Pillai was born, and it is a sin-dissolving power spot in the entire world. So he was raised in that power spot, and it happens to be just across a body of water to Sri Lanka, where Ravana's kingdom was. So Rama, after he killed Ravana and Hanuman burnt down Sri Lanka back then, and then he, because that was just a big mosh pit of demon energy, then Rama brought his wife Sita back to the tip, the southeast tip of southern India, and that was a place where he built a Shiva lingam in sand, out of sand, and he had to, because he was a warrior, he still killed, so that was a sin. He wanted to remove that sin, and so then a temple was built around that spot thereafter, and the original Shiva lingam that Rama and Sita worshipped to get rid of the sins of killing and all the mayhem that went on, it is still there in that temple. So it has about 22 sin-dissolving wells for all kinds of sins. So it doesn't matter if you've been a murderer, or if you've been, a cheater in life, or your ancestors were not so great and you've inherited that. Sins of the father, so to speak, or the forefathers. So you go to that place, and there's all these wells where you can go and you get water poured over you. And each one of those wells has this spiritual energy. It's supercharged in the water molecules, and you feel your sins are washed away. So many of us over the years have been there, and just coming close to that southeast tip of India, you will feel that battle that went on in the cosmos. And then you connect with Rama, who is Ishwara. Ishwara means the favorite of Shiva. You're the highest you can be, because he worshipped Shiva knowing he had to. He wasn't arrogant and said, well, I am the king and I can kill whoever I want because that's what I want to do. He was very humble, and he was very making sure that he did the right thing, and he's inspiring all of us. So whatever battles we're facing, that we do the right thing. So honoring the birth of Rama. So Rama Navami is the birthday of Rama's energy. And again, the sounds Rama were in the cosmos. They were humming away, Rama, Rama, Rama. Who was singing those sounds in the cosmos? So there's a mantra that Dr. Pillai has given out, when we went to India, and he told the story about how Shiva was like, what is this Rama? He's come before me, but there's no being. So there's no physical human being coming to the earth plane. So that's another story, and maybe you might want to dig deeper into that as the sun is transiting the sign of Pisces in the next 30 days, and you can read those spiritual stories that will soothe your soul. It will satisfy your soul. Your soul wants, it's hungry, it's thirsty, it needs to be fed and nourished and hydrated with the spiritual energy. And so the myths will be the mythotherapy, and it will soothe your soul. It will get rid of the sins just by paying attention to Rama and the story of the Ramayana. Maybe we'll even go and read about Vashishta. He helped Rama to understand about having all your chakras being aligned, and then breathing the pranic life force energy and staying steady, cool, and calm. So he gives that liberation of the soul immediately. So birthing Rama's energy inside of yourself will be super easy to do, and that will carry you on. So it's going to be around March 30th here in Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So wherever you are in the world, check it out. Go on to Pillai Center, Ashtabed, and I believe Radha, our fabulous friend here, our helper, has posted the links or will post the links. And also the mantra that you heard Dr. Pillai singing, you can then Google YouTube that mantra, and there's a YouTube of Dr. Pillai singing it. So the sounds are there. When we do the puja, we'll be singing it or hearing it. So Purnavasu is the birth star for Rama, and the ninth moon, Nava means 9. So he was born on Purnavasu, and then the ninth moon at this time of the year. And so he helps us to think about things that are righteous in our lives. He wants us to go for the highest truth. He always wants us to be kind and soft and sweet. And we are able to, because the Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's a practice for our soul as the sun is journeying every 12 months. And it comes to Pisces where it says, okay, what did you learn in the transit from sign to sign every month? And at this 12th month of the year, as it's transiting into Pisces, it will say, now it's time for you to go deeper into yourself and let go of anything that is no longer serving your highest and best. So even the negative self-talk, depression, anxiety, fear, anger can be diluted. It can be washed away so super easy. So imagine yourself just floating in this ocean of bliss, and Rama is doing all the work for you. You're in the sin dissolving wells. So Rameshwaram is the place where Dr. Pillai was born. He has the ability to take the karma. So whenever he redirects us to find out what the next set of teachings are, then he gives us blessings so super easily. So Rameshwaram is the place where the highest truth will be revealed. Your spiritual truth will be revealed. Your spiritual warrior will help you to navigate life. And even if you can't transform the karma and to throw it out, it will still chase you. We've all tried to run away, and then it follows us, because wherever we go, hello, there we are. So this is a great time to get rid of debts. So be careful, because you might lose track of your spending. So you could have loss as well. So if you're going to have loss during the sun's transit, you might as well do something charitable, because that's a good loss. So you might consider donating to feed people or to help those in need in your area. Or if you can't do that, you can go on to Tripura Foundation and find out what resonates with you. There are so many programs. Helping the elderly will really help you to advance in your career. And why I'm saying that is because Saturn, Lord Saturn, is the Karaka for career. And he rules the sign of Capricorn and the sign of Aquarius. So he helps you to find the right place in your life, whether that is your job, your career, whatever your karma is, he will help you to be disciplined and work hard and smart, but not to while away the time and be lazy or give up or be undisciplined, and then you miss opportunities. Opportunities are always there, but we can't align with it. Everywhere we turn, we feel like someone is against us or someone is trying to trip us up. Well, hello, this is what the earth plane is all about. So we call on these beings to come in, just like Rama, who was a god king, and he didn't realize it until the very end, where he's like, oh, I am God. Because everyone was saying, you're the God man, you're the God. So that's what we are born in this lifetime and many lifetimes to realize that. And, depending on our culture, tradition, or religion, maybe it said, no, you're not God. Well, yes, you are. You're this being, a manifestation of God and God consciousness. And then Rama will help you to realize that. So it will be another building block inside of your consciousness at this time, where you can tap into the energy to build a better reality for you. Not because you have to do it. It's because Rama's saying, hey, I used to battle when I was here, but I'm in another realm and I'm easily accessible. So you can text me, you can call me up, you can WhatsApp me, you can Skype me, and I will be there. So with the sounds Rama and other mantras, doing these spiritual invocations, such as the puja or elementalization, where we're going to offer 5 different substances that represent the earth, water, fire, air, space, or the Akash, to tap into the Akashic records. So these are the keys that will unlock the secrets of our soul. And then when we're in the right place at the right time and we're celebrating Rama's birthday, just like we would celebrate our own birthday, or we would celebrate one of our kids' birthdays, or our husband or wife or significant other, or someone in our family, someone at our workplace. We get excited. Oh, it's a birthday party. Yay. And it's an auspicious occasion, because it's actually, we're saying the birth of that person came into this earth plane to work out a karma with me. So we'll start to see maybe people in our lives in a whole new light. And then we will have all the grace of these beings who I shared about, and their gurus, their teachers, also Dr. Pillai, to kind of whisper in our soul's ear and make things to happen such that we could heal relationships. Just like he healed his relationship with Sita. He was concerned that she was messing around with Ravana. And so Lord Hanuman said, no, I connected with Sita and she's good. She's, in prison, not so great. Hurry up and go get her. But she was faithful to Rama. So you may experience a healing in your relationship, or a deepening, a spiritual opening for some relationships. And it doesn't mean the spousal or family only. It could be in your workplace. And why we say that is because we spend about 8 to 10 hours a day in our work, whether that's at home as homemakers, or maybe we're working contract, or we're working for a company, or we're working for some institution. We are putting in that time and we are working out a karma. Again, this is what we have to do in life to put the roof over our head and to fight the battles. So maybe there will be this intelligence that comes and says, okay, it's time for you to rejuvenate, to rest, to take care of yourself as well. And don't feel guilty about it, because you need to supercharge, you need to float and be relaxed, because as soon as the sun goes into the sign of Aries, you're going to have all this energy coming in and you're going to just want to go and manifest like yesterday, not today. I want it yesterday. So that's when the sun goes into the sign of Aries, and that's in the start of the Vedic New Year. So it's a really powerful time to connect with the sun. The sun, as we know here in Powertime practice, is what will stir our soul and point us in the right direction. And the sun, there's an image there on the altar, which you'll see momentarily. And it has the 7 horses. The sun is harnessing the 7 horses, like, whoa, pulling them in, reining them in. And the 7 horses represent the 7 chakras. So instead of our energy getting scattered or blowing out those chakras, it will help the energy to move from the base of the spine. The Kundalini will stay balanced as it's moving up into the third eye. And when we get all the energy in the third eye, whatever we think will easily manifest in the spiritual realm. And then we start to take the steps. We have the courage, we have the bravery, we have that warrior energy coming from the sun, and then from Rama, from Lord Hanuman, Lord Saturn, Lord Vishnu, who is the overlord. Actually, Lord Vishnu manifests not only as a God man in the 10 incarnations, the Dasa avatars. There is a whole beautiful service, which I've been doing for the past few years since they've started it at Ashravet and Pillai Center, where for 10 months, each month, there is a form of Lord Vishnu who will be celebrated. And that will help you to help your ancestors. Remember, we talked about that previously, that the ancestors are helping us to get rid of the sins of the father, the forefathers, that which we inherited at the level of the soul. So soul genetics is the term that Dr. Pillai has coined, where our soul's evolution is dependent on wiping away the sins that we carry inside of our DNA, our soul's DNA. So Lord Vishnu, when we honor him and we honor the sun, then that helps to wash away the sins again. So we're always trying to figure out how to take a shortcut, get out of our karmas so that we're touching it lightly. We have karma light experiences. We learn the lesson and we move on very quickly. And then we get into our spiritual practices. And then as we evolve spiritually, things happen in a very mysterious and miraculous way. And we're still doing our karma, but we are having a really great time. And we're connecting with people who are like-minded, such as yourself. And then things start to shift in our family life as well. So even if our family is not on a spiritual journey, we don't want to torment them and torture them and say, hey, come on over here if they don't want to do it. Because that's our spiritual soul's journey, is to perhaps pave the way, bring more light into their life, and then they can choose whatever path they want. So just because we are biologically tied to or related to our family members and the souls that have gone before us, the generations that have gone before us, they are stuck in heavenly realms and in hellish realms, and they can't get a pass. They can't get to go to that next stage of the evolution. They can't come out of suffering, as Dr. Pillai has shared, and we've echoed that some of our ancestors are hanging upside down, just waiting for us to get the Torpanum done, the soul genetics tool that will help to destroy the energy of being stuck in like a prison or a purgatory state or chronic depression that manifests in your life. So just take a look in your life, and if there's disease that's coming through, or if there are challenges in finances, money comes and goes, or always in debt and never able to come out of it, and why? Or you have a windfall and then it just disappears, or someone takes it, they cheat you. So all these kinds of things, addictions on any level, you'll see it rampant in your family if that's what your gene pool is dealing with. And a lot of people who are on a spiritual path, there's a lot of trouble in paradise. So they will be coming and trying to find out the best way to wash away the sin. So Rama is going to help you regardless if you can participate in paid services. There's also a course in Pillai Center Academy to find out how to connect with Rama in a more deeper and meaningful way. Again, it was the first sounds that came to the earth plane, even before this 7th avatar of Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu will take care of the ancestors. If you call on Lord Rama, he is like, okay, one of my avatars, you're in the right place, you're at the right party, get going. And then your ancestors will be super happy that you're starting to propitiate them through honoring Lord Rama. And Lord Rama, like he got the tutoring from his gurus, he's giving us that experience of expressing God consciousness in our everyday life, but doing it in a quiet, peaceful, and exemplary way. He's the example of what it is to be very balanced and have the strength, have that inner fortitude that says, no matter what life throws at me, no matter what I have been faced from birth till at this point, whatever it is for you, age and stage, that Rama's energy will keep you going and keep you having this rejuvenation. So there's a story about that as well. So you might be interested in healing arts. So Reiki or energy healing, or maybe you get some acupuncture or Ayurveda or Chinese medicine, or maybe you start to dive into the herbs that Dr. Pillai has been giving out through Nambo Herbs or Bioscience, I think it is, Siddha Bioscience. Maybe, Radha, you can search for that link and put it onto the chat as well. To remind everybody, it's important for us to think about how we are going to heal our body, our physical body, our mind, being calm and balanced, and going towards spiritual or dharmic thoughts versus, oh my God, what the heck is going on in the world or in my life? And then you're just feeling wishy-washy and you're unbalanced and you're swimming in two different directions, or you're confused. So all that can be taking place even more so now when the sun is transiting this sign. And it also can be that, oh, good, this is the best time for me to connect with these archetypes, these spiritual warriors, so that I can get that energy just pouring through me, washing away all my karmic debts, washing away everything that is no longer serving me or my family members. And then when you do that, your spiritual practices, your prayers, even if you're not praying for some people in your life because you're so mad at them and you're so upset and you'll never ever forgive them, all of a sudden you just feel that forgiveness. It just takes over, and all of a sudden your heart expands and you go, only the divine can do that, because me, no way. So those kinds of things might happen as well. So again, you might want to look at, if you are in India, maybe you want to go down to Rameshwaram and go into the sin dissolving wells and take that energy into your everyday life and watch your life unfold. And for those people who, like me, I can't get to India anytime soon. So there are all these services, remedies that you can participate. So go on to Pillai Center or Ashravet if that's where you're coming from. Then you can find out about Rama Navami. And also right before then is this time, it's Spring Navaratri, which is a time to bring a lot of intelligence, creativity, and this goddess energy that is going to destroy ignorance. So laziness and lethargy, and it will make you to feel birth, like the spring of birth, of creativity, and you are interested in maybe music, and again, something that soothes your soul. So mantras or yoga or meditation, or healing, going to a spa and taking care of yourself. So again, it's not about being self-indulgent. It's about rejuvenating yourself so that you can get the energy, the blessings, as we mentioned, to wash away all the world's worst sins, including those that you've carried, and then those that are given by the planets, and then also the ancestors. So the sun, again, is going to be that which is going to help you to illuminate the areas in your life that you need to bring more spiritual energy, more spiritual intelligence, but not take too many action steps because you might feel confused. Again, wishy-washy. So just move through these 30 days and then get into mid-April when it's the start of the Vedic New Year. And the sun is going to be going in the first sign, which is Aries. It's exalted there. So it's like, all right, another 12 months. We're starting and we're going to go and we're going to feel rejuvenated, and your personality is going to be lit up, and you're going to feel all this energy and empowerment because you rested in this month, but you didn't, you weren't lazy. You just did more spiritual energy. You were more inward. And then you were doing charitable things. Because again, this sun in Pisces, and I can't say it enough, all of a sudden you could have car payments, or you have to pay extra money to get your car fixed, or house payments, that are, oh geez, these other expenses came up. So things out of nowhere, big things out of nowhere might come. Or you might find yourself just being really like a spendthrift. You're just like, I'm just going to buy everything. And then you look at your credit card and go, oh my God, what the heck was that all about? So you just be really careful. Maybe don't take your credit cards out so much, and don't go to the malls. So stay closer to home and do your spiritual practices, be charitable. And then when you, again, you give your money, your time, your energy, your resources to those in need, and you alleviate their suffering, then that is a form of loss. And the sun going through Pisces says, oh, I'm happy about that. So it's done in a good way. And then whenever you're charitable with your time, your resources, your energy, then the divine says, oh, perfect. You are on the right track. You're in the Dharma. Because the Dharma isn't something that you go towards. It's the life force. That energy will be there. And then that energy will create miracles as the sun goes through the Vedic New Year, which starts the Vedic New Year. It says, okay, you did everything, and you wrapped it up. You wrapped up the sun's transit in the 12 months, and you did all the right things. And now you're going to get so many benefits. So you don't have to wait for the 30 days. You just think about these things that I shared with you, and then go and read about Rama and imagine him getting into you. Maybe take the course in Pillai Center Academy if that's something you can afford to do, or explore the services that are offered through Pillai Center Ashwabed, honoring that, because we're going to birth that consciousness into us. It's already there inside of us because it's part of God consciousness wanting to express itself. And here we are. Hey, let's find out about these building blocks of consciousness. So hopefully that's been helpful as an intro. And now we will get into offering the 5 different items that represent the 5 different elements: earth, water, fire, air, space, the Akash. We're going to erase the Akashic records with this key called the Puja, or elementalization. And it is going to help us so we'll offer the fruit. We have a bunch of fruits here. That represents the earth element. And then we have the water to offer, represent the water element. And then we have the ghee lamp that represents the fire element. And then we have the incense representing the air, the air that we breathe in and out, and it's all around us, the oxygenated air. But also the pranic air. So the energy, the prana, the life force, you'll feel it. So you feel the spiritual transmission because you are resonating with it. You're feeling that Rama come alive inside of you. And then you're like, oh, that's what it is. So we want to have some sort of experience. Otherwise, we can come here and just be entertained. It's going to get done for you because Dr. Pillai has called you at the level of the soul. Go get filled up. Go do the right thing. And then you will get blessings regardless if you don't feel anything. Maybe you'll feel it later on. Or maybe it will just manifest that thing in your life that you just thought, oh my goodness, I had a breakthrough. Or I never thought I could do that. So Rama must have got into me, snuck in the back door. I'm doubting or I'm skeptical or whatever, and he did it. So your soul said, just show up. And then you will get the blessings. So the air element, and then we have the incense for the air element, prana, life force, energy, and then we have the flowers. So the flowers are like a divine text message. Even in this life, when someone gives you a flower, you light up. They don't have to say a word, but you're just like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. So you feel the love, the divine love in the flowers, and they go zing right up to the heavens. So you're like, oh, did my prayers get answered? You speed dialed or you text or you WhatsApped it and it got there. Ding. So just like we are here, how do we know we're communicating? Just like that it is with the internet, this is the internet in the divine realm. So we offer that as a peace offering or as a surrogate technology to say, okay, please pardon me. I was just super ignorant. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And my soul is really asking me to just go and do something that will wash it away. And then when you tap into the energy, when we all tap into the energy, with the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai, of Rama and Hanuman, then and all these beings we talked about, then we will have done ourselves a world of good, and then collectively we will have done something that perhaps we may not know the impact it has, but because we're on the World Wide Web, who knows, Rama getting through that network, oh my goodness, what a matrix that would be, right? So, and that's what we want to do, is we want to let go of the ego. We just want to do what the sages, the masters, the gurus, the guides have told us to do in many lifetimes, and we're just remembering it. So we're making it part of our memory, and then we experience that lighting up of our chakras, lighting up of our third eye, and then giving us that energy of a spiritual warrior, but not to go out and kill randomly. It's to fight the battles in life wisely, and then you can do these offerings to wipe away the sins. All right, so let's get settled in. If you have a setup at home, you can participate as well. Yeah, I'm going to move away from the view of the altar, and then we'll get started. So settle in, and again, the sounds Rama will just start to awaken inside of you. There's a big battle going on in the cosmos as the sun transits here on the calendar. In chronological time, it also awakens these cosmic events that are going on. So there's the battle. The goddesses are trying to root out ignorance and poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, not feeling good enough, not being able to find a way to get wisdom into our lives, instead of trying to bang our head against the wall and figure it all out. Using our logical mind, our rational mind is just limited, is so limited, and it's so depressing, it's so frustrating. So we want to get in the divine mind, and these are the archetypes that will do it for us. So as we do traditionally, when we go to temples, or maybe we go to a place, ashram or somewhere that does pujas, or virtually like we have here, you can reach out. There's some vibhuti, so you can take some vibhuti with your right hand ring finger, and then you just place them across your forehead. And why you do that is you're wiping out symbolically and also energetically. You're getting into a divine state, and then you're wiping out the negativity that you've brought to this point, and maybe even those thoughts are percolating and they're swarming around, and you're just like, oh God, just stop. So the vibhuti will do that. Even virtually it'll do it. Maybe you can consider getting some from Astrovid or Ply Center, or going online, or going to a temple. And so you can say Om Namah Shivaya. It'll wipe out the frontal lobe and help you to go into the midbrain. And then you can take a right hand ring finger again and take a small amount of the red sacred ash, or the kumkum, that represents the goddess. And it's also like a blood sacrifice without you having to bleed. So it will bring, it will be surrogate technology to get you into a divine state, meaning your soul. That's what your soul does to start the connection process. You can say your name and your birth star. You could reach out and you could, touch the bowl. And then I'm just going to take these out, and we will be offering the flower petals as part of the puja. So we also have sacred basil. So whenever we give this to an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, which is Lord Rama, and then and he incarnates as the sun as well, and all the planets Lord Vishnu does, we will get prosperity consciousness. So we're going to put that on. So when this is being offered, really pay attention and imagine prosperity consciousness, money in the bank, whatever that represents to you, good health, wealth, joy, happiness, wisdom, your ancestors being relieved of sin and suffering. He takes care of them and helps to open up the gates of heaven and let them in once they have crossed over. So that's what we'll do, is we'll offer that and the rest of the items. All right, so let's settle in, and as we do for every puja, we ask for the grace and blessings of the great obstacle remover, the number one archetype or avatar or god, deity. The god consciousness is Ganesha. And Ganesha is the one who can find shortcuts, ways out of your harms and hurdles, and will do it really super fast. He's super intelligent, and he's number one. So you will be second to none. You will be number one in your life with the divine support, who will help to guide you no matter what number you are in the earth plane way of being. That won't matter. Or it could elevate you to a status if that's what you want to do, to a higher status in your work or home or whatever. All right. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Set your intention. Think about what you want to have a breakthrough in. And when you break through it, it means the obstacle is removed and you have smooth sailing towards your goal. You can see everything that you need to do. And not just with your eyes, but all the right thoughts, the right people, the right timing of things will happen with his grace and blessings. So we'll offer the mango that he loves, and then offer all the other items, the water, the fire, the ghee lamp, the incense, and the flowers, and then we'll continue on with the rest. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Pray to Ganesha to remove the obstacles for this puja to be a success, meaning that you will have dissolved away the stubborn karmas, the sins that you're carrying, the low energy or the negativity. It just gets dissolved away, and then you find a way out of your challenges at the inwardly first, and then in your life things will unfold in a miraculous way. We'll call on Dr. Pillai to give the grace and blessings. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. 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 Make a prayer to Dr. Pillai. Connect with his energy. It's very strong energy today. So ask for miracles in your life. We'll call on the sun, and then we'll call on Vishnu, and we'll call on Rama. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Tat-Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Tat-Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Swaha Tat-Saviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Now the mantra that activates Hanuman here is the sound Rama. So we will activate Rama and Hanuman with the sound Rama. 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 Now close your eyes and absorb all the energy that's coming from this activation process, this elementalization that connects with the elements inside of you and inside of the whole world and in other planes as well, in a subtler realm. We're going to listen to this powerful happiness mantra of Rama, invoking Rama, especially if you're feeling stuck or sad or you're depressed or you're frustrated or you feel lost or confused. This is the sound that Shiva meditates on, the sound Rama, and he gave it this immense power to Lord Hanuman by which he was able to do everything because his whole soul was chanting Ram, 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 Ram. And just imagine it going subtler and subtler, even if you're not vocalizing it out loud, you're saying it internally, or you're not even saying it, it's just coming. So again, you want to feel that energy as we listen to this hymn of praise to Lord Rama for coming and awakening that spiritual warrior consciousness inside of each and every one as our birthright. Sri Rama Rama Ramete Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane. Feel his energy moving up from your heart into your third eye, and feel your Sahasrara, the crown chakra, tingling or giving you a bubbly feeling like champagne inside of your body. Sri Rama Rama Ramete Rame Sri Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Ramete Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanani. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya 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 Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Rama Jayam 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 Ram 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 And if you haven't opened your eyes, you can open and reconnect with the energy, the blessings. Feel the peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul. peace to the environment, peace to the cosmos, as we invite Rama's energy into our lives, into our body, mind, and soul, preparing him to be birthed into our consciousness. When his birthday comes around, Rama Navami, such that throughout the whole year, we celebrate that growth of our body, mind, and soul to be the spiritual warriors we need to be, especially at this time of crisis in the world and suffering on so many levels. Rama, 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 Rama. So you can write the mantra Rama, or you can get it done by proxy. Someone will write it for you like 10,000 times, 1,000,000 times. Can go do that. But you can do it too on his birthday, and then birth that you'll go into a different state of consciousness. You'll just be going deep, deep into your soul and connecting with the God consciousness that is your birthright, and things will happen. So Uttram Falguni is a time where you can celebrate the weddings of the divine beings, including Rama and his consort. So you might want to check that out, especially if you're looking for a spouse or return to your spouse that you had all that love and joy and happiness when you first met, and then it got lost along the way with life, the life challenges, and then it will be renewed, just as it was for Rama and Sita. So be inspired. Inspiration means the spirit is moving you and through you, and you just did something for yourself that will produce results. And we'd love to hear from you. So please post on the chat your experiences. Your questions are answered by this time by Radha. Thank you so much, Radha, for being here. And for all of you, and enjoy. We'll wrap it up with the final offering of the camphor to bring the light, intelligence, and love into the space. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude to the divine. Om Kam Ganapataye Namam Damdatriya Shiva Babaya Namaha. Om Shri Bhavana Shivaya Shiva Babaya Namaha. Rim Rama 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 Suryaya Namaha. Namo Narayana. Good. You can take the light if you like. So that's that. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. Thanks to Dr. Pillai for guiding us to be coming together and to celebrate ahead of time, so that maybe we will do this at home on Rama Navami, and then make sure that you check out, at least read about it, and find out how many blessings are coming to you. You don't even know it's coming into the earth plane. So put your hands out and fill your hearts up with this beautiful spiritual warrior energy, and get all the grace and blessings to heal your body, mind, and soul. As the sun transits into Pisces, you'll be able to readily and easily, or more naturally, get on your spiritual path and dive deeper into it and feel quite lovely And then be careful with losses. If you're going to lose, the sun is going to make you to have expenses. So maybe expand your energy, reaching out to others, alleviating suffering of loved ones. And then also going beyond that and being charitable to people who you don't even know. And then that will help you to get relief from Saturn's grip. And then things will get unstuck for you in a very miraculous way. So thanks, everyone. God bless you all. And thanks to Dr. Pillai for always making us to fill our body, mind, and soul with the highest intelligence. And the highest is when we connect to these archetypes when they are coming to the earth plane. So let's get this party started. Have an amazing month ahead, and we will see you when we see you next. Namaste.